Hello, mate, and welcome to Puzzle Combat, where you match three pieces, find yourself a hero with some superpowers, and destroy the enemy. Make as many alliances as you can, and win the game.
Hi, I am Ryoko. I am a Dragon Gang Vindicator. All allies get 18% critical chance for 3 turns. All allies get 100 attacks for 3 turns. I remove buffs from all enemies. I am a hot chick with a nice rack of a weapon.
Good God. That's awesome. Howdy. So, as you can see from that introduction from my friend, we are going to cover Ryoko in this closer look video. I hope you enjoyed that. That cracked me up. Her cartoon voice. Oh, so funny. Alright, so what is her hero rating? Well, overall she is a B. It's pretty solid. She has fairly good health, that's for sure. And she's got a 3.5 on offense, a 3 on defense, and a 4 on the war machine. Well, yeah, I'd say she's definitely more on the offensive than she is a defensive hero. Defensively, I've never had an issue taking her out. She sometimes doesn't even get to fire off her special before I get her. So I wouldn't necessarily put her on defense, but I do use her for the events. I unfortunately got Ryoko rather late. She was one of the last of the vanilla 4 stars that I got. So I haven't had a heck of a lot of a chance to use her. As I'm sure others have who got her maybe a lot earlier on in the game. It does kind of stink because she got pushed to the side and pushed to the side before I got her leveled, because I ended up with several 5-star that I worked on. 5-star purples. So yeah, she kind of got left to the side a bit. I am going to actually use that skill book on her though. So that puts her skill up a little bit there. Oh, where'd she go? There she is. Alright, because I have used her quite a bit on the events. I do like her special as well. As you know, I'm a fan of critical chance, so that makes her a bit more of an offensive hero as well. And I suppose this special could certainly be handy for war machines. I'll have to try that on the next yellow one we get. I can't say as I've used her too much on war machines. But the 108 attack for 3 turns too, that's awesome. And then there's not enough buff dispellers in this game, in my humble yet honest opinion. Is that's something that we kind of are lacking. And then it's funny, there's 2 buff dispellers in Ryoko and Sure Shot in purple that most people get, and then there's Rex, there's Pantera, there's Talia. I'm sure there's a couple other ones, but I don't know, there just doesn't seem to be a lot of them. So with all the defense up buffs that a lot of the healers do, or like Coyote does defenses up, there's several, like after Emma fires off, she does defenses up, and then of course you got the counter attackers. You'd think there'd be more buff dispellers, but there's really not. There's a lot more status ailment cures, cleansers, than there are buff dispellers. So that's certainly something that's in her favor. There's not too many that do that. So, alright, she is engineer class. So let's look at the talent grid. Engineers do the turret, so the health. of the minion health and attack. And that's not too bad. I don't know, you don't see it too often pop out, but there's 9%, 12, 15% chance to get a turret to help. Oh, and there's the speed. Oh, and that one's 4%. That's alright. What's her speed? Is 49 average. Then that 4%, that would actually put her into the next breakpoint. So she'd still be an average hero, but it would drop a tile from 11 to 10 and 6 to 5 for ghosted tiles to charge her up. That's alright. That is alright. So if she's someone you use all the time, do you want to go down the talent grid and take her all the way to 20, then you've got yourself a faster hero. So I personally, again, would go and do attack up and give her some more defenses. I don't think her defenses are that great, which probably doesn't bode well for her being a defensive hero, which probably explains the lower score on that. So there you go, down the attack. 15 points there for attack. That's pretty handy, especially if she's always on your War Machine teams for yellow. That's alright. So you could up the attack quite a bit more. And then of course, if you've given her more skill books than I have, then you're gonna up that attack even more every time. Another 8 if I get her another epic skill book. That can get quite high. So she's at 116 now. That's not a bad thing at all. Alright, so will she make it into the next breakpoint? Well, yeah. So any speed weapons certainly will help her, since she's sitting at 49 and the next breakpoint's 50. So there aren't too many speed weapons though. This one's got 9 on it. And that would put her at 58. That would actually jump her 2 breakpoints. Hey, that's damn handy. So she'd go from 11 down to 9 tiles to charge, and 6 down to 5 ghosted. So right on. Any less than 9 wouldn't put her into the next breakpoint though. It's just the 9 does it. Unless she went down the talent grid with her there. Alright, where's the bullpup? There it is. Alright, so critical chance and health. Hey, not bad to add to the critical chance she already does. And she, like I say, she does have fairly high health, so that's just only gonna attack. And that's 245 for defenses there. Right on. Okay, so let's go pop over to my roster here. Master weapons. So she's a support hero that does attack and buff dispelling. She doesn't hit herself, so she's not any kind of a sniper or striker. So I'm not sure this would help her, really. It wouldn't, because she doesn't hit. Now, if she's on your defense, they do the tapping. That doesn't even help in this case either. She would actually have to be a striker, so that one doesn't really help her. And same with this one, because it's burn. So again, her being a support hero and being on the defense isn't, yeah, those aren't going to help her. So what about the 5 stars? Well, the chroma is probably the one that's going to help her, the 5-star chroma. master weapon is bullet resistance, so that's 30 armor per turn. That's the one that's going to help her, because the other one is the pulsar, and that has decent defenses, but it's another attacking bonus property, and that one is the weapon perk on that one happens to be venom, so 70 damage over 2 turns. So that's gonna be kind of like this one, where it doesn't really help. You're better off if you've got her in a purple stack to put that on one of the sniping or striking heroes. Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. With most of the master weapons don't help any of the support heroes that are out there. Just something to keep in mind. You definitely want that on a different hero. Like if you take in, say, Orochi on the War Machines, you definitely want to bring charged drinks. So Ryoko goes off first, and then you can get Orochi charged up, and he can hit with the venom or the burn weapon, and then they'd be great for him. And then you could put the chroma bullet with the armor per turn on Ryoko, kind of support her, hold her up. Alright, so the bulldozer here, armor, it is meh, but you got the 18% dodge, so if you did need to use her on defense, this is great to put on her. Alright, so that covers the master weapons and then the 3 5-star weapons. So now we get into the 4 stars. Viper, 16% critical chance to add to her critical chance. Woot, woot, woot. Awesome tile damage. Alright, and then 105 health if this is your option, which is not bad. That adds to her already high health, making her harder to take out. Not a bad option for a support hero to have a support weapon to help them. Alright, and then the other one is the Arnaconda, which is just an armor, a 4-star armor one, and I actually disassembled that. I did have one, but it's like the Enforcer with armor as well. Lots of armor options, and I end up not keeping them anymore. I end up sacrificing them or disassembling them. But the Sentry, that's pretty good. 45 health. So. Alright, and I have a purple chest up where my raids are. I'm just gonna take her on a raid here. So I was raiding with Bucky and Lindsay earlier, doing the whole silencer team to see how it did. It was pretty good, actually. Oh, a couple of the matches that I lost, though, I lost just because of dodge. Oh, it was so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna do a yellow stack, and I'm gonna put the dodge weapon on her. And then let's do a yellow stack against this tank. Let's take him. Where's my Rex? My first Rex. Let's take him, and then all these ones benefit from speed weapons. So we'll do this, and I'll do this, and let's just see how she does on an attack raid here. It's not going to do very much if I don't start getting the tiles I need. Oh man, he is a stupid special. I know it takes him a while because he's slow charging, but that special's deadly. Well, I got him, but he also got two of me. Fantastic. Yeah, and I got no strikers left except for Rex now. Two support heroes and Rex is not gonna win this battle. There goes a buff dispelling. At least took away, what's her face's attack buff up there. She's just gonna keep cleansing and healing herself. Oh, this is nuts. Yeah. Oh, and then I got Jocasta in the corner there almost full. Alright, let's try that again. Hopefully I actually get some decent tiles. Well, there you go. The boards really do control a lot of what we can do. That's proof positive right there with the last two raids I just did. About how much it really does control. I brought the same team in both times. What a difference just from the boards. There we go. I don't mind her special. I really don't. Kind of hoping that in my alt account I get her soon, because I would like to level her up. And I'd be using her a lot more in that account considering it's free to play, and I wouldn't have so many that I ended up leveling past her. It kind of sucks because I think she does have a good special, but I ended up with Talon, then I ended up with Coyote out of my TS20, and then I got Umbra, 2 Lindsays, so and I had Orochi for a long time when I first started out, and yeah, it took me so long to draw Ryoko from the Summon Gate. I think I finally got her from the Summon Gate. I didn't even get her from my TS20. That yeah, she kind of a late bloomer on my roster anyway, but I really do like her special, so I'm sure there's quite a few of you that do like her special out there. And now that I've talked about her a little bit more, I think I am going to put her in for the next yellow war machine we get and just see how she does. Alright, we got a purple one, so won't try it this time. Alright, happy hunting, everyone.